All right, there we go. Hey, what's going on, metalheads?
Operator error.
Yeah, it's another edition of the Bearded Clam Show. Glad to be here. We got a good one this week, man. Last weekend we went to the barbecue, Nova and I did.
Yes.
Fucking fantastic time. We'll tell you all about that. What else? We got Of Serpents are coming in. They're showing up here. They're on their way.
Eventually.
Yeah, they're on their way. We got a bunch of stories to tell you, and just some random,
bullshit.
Yep. Shenanigans, if you would.
Shenanigans.
All right, stick around. It's another edition of the Bearded Clam Show coming at you from MetalheadRadio.com. I'll tell you what, you're right. It is always something, man. Nova and I went to the barbecue in Richmond, Virginia, and everything went great. It was a really good time. We had a great. It was awesome all around.
It was a really smooth trip, too.
Yeah,
I mean, that's quite a drive for us.
Right, and I get here today to upload everything, and all the audio I thought I recorded was gone. Every bit of it. I have video, but the audio to the video you can't really hear because it was noisy. It was noisy, yeah. Well,
festival.
We're gonna have to try again. It was such a success up until that moment, that we need to try it again.
Yeah.
You know, it was. I got to tell you, it was a pleasure to ride with you because I got to tell you, Nova is one of the most prepared people I've ever dealt with. Yes, you did. But, you know, talk is cheap. Everyone can say it, but you backed it up, man. I'm telling you. She had everything.
And, you know, here's the thing about having everything, though. I didn't have a lot of things that we didn't end up needing. You know?
Right. I mean, absolutely everything that we needed. You can have everything
in the kitchen sink. Well, you're not going to need that kitchen sink, you know?
Right, unless you don't have it.
Well, yeah.
As soon as you don't have it is when you need it. And she had everything.
Everything.
It was amazing. And I'm used to traveling light, freeze at night. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you forgot this. Oh, you don't need that. You know, and suffer. Not her. She has opened my eyes.
To be fair, I've had a lot of experience with this, okay? I used to make the trip between Nashville and Oklahoma City.
Right.
Pretty often. A lot more often. That's 12 hours.
12 hours.
One way.
Yeah, it's 4 hours longer.
And with children.
Oh, wow.
Okay, small children. So
well, you had me, so I get, it might
you were
be the
not
same.
a bad co-pilot. I usually have to. There's usually a longer training period for co-pilot. You did pretty well.
I train well.
I've noticed. It must be that military thing.
Maybe the best part of it, though. Well, one of the best parts. There was a lot of great parts. On the way home, the only people that witnessed this was me and this older black lady at the gas station. We were getting gas station, and we had a bunch of ones that came in very handy. But I went to pay for gas, and I gave her 21s, and she started looking at me weird. And I was like, "I'm sorry, but I'd be stripping in the evenings, right?" And she started cracking up.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot I was gonna have to go in and get change, right?
Yeah.
So I go in there. I go in there, and she's like, "Go back in there and get the change." I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay."
I couldn't do it because you paid.
Right. So I go in there, and I was like, I'm going to need to change out for that. And she has it in her hands already. She's like, let's see it, baby. I'm like, what? And she starts jiggling. I'm like, oh, hell. So I just dove into it. I was like, oh, yeah. Start rubbing my nipples like, mm-hmm. And she threw the dollar at me. She's like, oh, baby. I'm like, yeah. And she threw the other one at me, and then she handed the change. I was like, ooh, baby, make it hail. I thought she was gonna pass out. She was laughing so hard. That was a fucking great time right there.
It was awesome.
It was one of the best road trips I've ever had, hands down.
And it's a test of friendship too.
Yep.
Because I didn't hate you by the end of it, and that's saying something.
And I said that to Jade on the way out. I was like, one of two things is gonna happen. I was like, we're gonna come back the best of friends, or it can be like, I never want to see that bitch again.
Right.
It was gonna, and the same thing for you too, So
well, I mean, that was what 18 hours in a car.
20.
Yeah.
There was a couple parts of traffic. Plus riding around Richmond.
Yeah.
There was that one wrong turn.
That was not my fault.
But it still took time.
Yeah.
So hey, the guys from Serpents showed up, so we're gonna
let's
shut
do
up
some music and get them set.
Yo, we will. Bearded Clam Show, metalheadradio.com. Drummers worldwide, choose your sticks wisely. Choose Parador custom handcrafted drumsticks. Designed with patent-pending innovative O-ring grips for precise hand placement to increase ultimate accuracy. Parador sticks enhance technique and performance at any level of experience. Every artist should add Parador sticks to their arsenal of equipment. Be sure and order your Parador custom drumsticks today on Facebook.
So I am sad to report that a pretty famous Canadian has died this past week.
Blame Canada.
Blame Canada. His name is Dick Assman.
For real?
For real. Okay, his name is Richard Arthur Assman. He lives in Canada, or he did before he died. Now, he's famous because his name is Dick Assman.
Now, is that famous or infamous?
Well, that depends. What do you count, like, Letterman as? Because Letterman's the one that made him famous. Letterman. You know how he did his, like, newspaper thing or whatever?
Right.
Mr. Assman worked at a convenience store thing, whatever, up in, I don't know, Canada, somewhere.
Canadian.
And there was an ad in the paper, and apparently, somehow, Letterman got a hold of it. And it was back in 95, and it made this guy famous. He was 62 at the time.
Wow.
Hold on, what was his name again?
Richard Arthur Assman.
One more time?
No. Dick Assman.
Dick Assman.
Dick Assman. So, okay, now, according to this guy, he's always pronounced his name.
I'd have changed my last name.
No, he pronounces it
your mouth.
Osman.
Right.
Osman.
Like Dirte? Joe Dirte?
Yeah, Joe Dirte. Well, Canada. You know, it's not real. But yeah, so he got real famous in 95 through Letterman. He was on Letterman. Apparently he recorded a single at one point.
Of course, because that's what you do.
Because, 62-year-old man. He died at 82. Peacefully in his sleep.
Letterman mentioned me. I must record a song. What the?
It actually made him pretty. Like, people would go there to see him because of Letterman.
I gotta find this song.
What was the name of the song?
I don't know. The
Dick
article
Assman
didn't say.
Trio?
I have no idea.
Back
dude.
that thing up like a Juvenile remix or something?
Maybe. We should find that.
He should have did a fucking duet with like 2 Live Crew.
How's about the time frame? I mean, he probably could have.
Dick Assman, all up in you. Go Canada.
I mean, yeah, so...
He should have ran for office with a name like that. I'd have voted for him, and I'm not even Canadian.
Canada is running for president.
Of course.
I've seen the ads. They're kind of hilarious.
America won't vote for a third-party candidate.
Really?
Girl, you know it's true.
Oh, play some music, you crazy ass.
Bearded Clam Show. Metalheadradio.com.
Are you gonna vote?
Audiotopia recording, rehearsal, and live support. We offer full in-house digital recording through an analog Harrison console. Or we can mix and master your files via Dropbox or any server on the internet. If you're local to Nashville, Tennessee, Audiotopia also offers an affordable rehearsal room for bands on a budget. And if you want a 25-year veteran of the live audio business to make sure your show is mixed right, we've got you covered there too. We're on Facebook at Audiotopia Recording, Rehearsal, and Live Support.
MetalheadRadio.com. MetalheadRadio.com.
Metalhead Radio.
Metalhead Radio.
MetalheadRadio.com.
MetalheadRadio.com. Where only the strong survive.
I'm gonna go get wasted.
This is Kevin Cooper of Hostile Rage, and you're fucking listening to MetalheadRadio.com.
I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
This is Emily, and you're listening to The Bearded Clam Show on MetalheadRadio.com. I mean, com.
All right. Welcome to the second hour. We got of Serpents here.
What up?
Say hello, fellas.
What's going down?
Tell us who you are and what you do.
I'm Blake. I play guitar.
Travis vocals.
All right. So, you guys are a relatively new band. Tell us how Of Serpents came to be.
Well, me and Blake and our drummer, Alex, actually kind of played like a hard rock band before this, and I'd heard Blake play guitar and thought, man, he's a shredder. Let's do something kind of, a little bit heavier, and we've been friends for a long time. Thought, man, this would be cool. Let's give us a chance to kind of explore the darker side, so.
All right. So tell me about the writing process. You guys, did you everybody contribute? Did one person come with a lot of material written? How did that go down?
Well, I wrote most of the guitar riffs and stuff, and Travis writes all the vocals, lyrics, whatnot.
Right.
He tells me what sounds cool, I play it. That's how it is.
Is that true? You're not a rock Nazi, are you?
No, not at all, man. I know it. I think, definitely, it's cool that they appreciate my input. I've been in some bands before. It's like, you just sing over whatever we write. This definitely isn't that kind of deal. Like, they're pretty much like, hey, what do you think about this? And I'm like, cool. Or, hey, why don't we try this? Or, it kind of feels good to, do vocals and still have kind of creative input on the writing. So,
right. So, you've been in some bands before. Tell us a little bit about where you're coming from.
Oh shoot, man! I've been playing music since I was probably 15, freshman high school. Started off kind of playing like a cover band of like Creed and Three Doors Down and stuff, But Blake's laughing at me. But I've been.
Were you in your own prison?
Yeah, dude. Still one of my favorite records. Not even gonna lie. But man, I've been in a few local bands. I've been in like Defying Tyrants with the guys from Bold to Slaughter. Robbie and Josh used to be in that band. Actually, Drew Mendez used to be in Sangrars playing bass for us now. He'll be at our next show coming up, but not tomorrow. I've been in Bishop, Sentinel. A couple bands have done some stuff, I guess. So maybe not a whole lot, but we played some shows. And
now, what makes this one different than the other ones?
I would definitely say that this one just has a very dark kind of lyrically. Man, I kind of got able to explore some of the stuff that I really wasn't comfortable talking about for years. It's like questioning faith and just also like very personal stuff like. I didn't have to speak in metaphors with this. I could be open and just be like, hey, you know what? I'm pissed off or I'm happy or, I don't like this. And I just think with the type of music that we're doing and with the way that it kind of flows, I'm able to, really have that kind of open and honest conversation through lyrics, if that makes any sense.
So what would you say the basic message of Serpents? What are you trying to tell people? What's your message?
Satan.
What do you invite him over for dinner? 665, the neighbor of the beast, and 668, that bitch lives across the street.
Man, it's funny, man. Like I'd say the message of Serpents is definitely like whatever you think about, whatever you feel, question it. And always kind of, seek answers. Like we got that song "Dead in the Sanctuary." That's very personal for me because it's literally about me questioning, my relationship with God. And I have my beliefs. I don't push those on anybody. But at the same time,
Nova has a good analogy with
what?
Where you're don't push your beliefs on me. You had a really good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of like your dick.
That is the loudest ring
that
ever.
Is. It's kind of like, it's your dick. I'm glad you've got it. I'm glad you're proud of it.
Right.
But don't stick it in my face unless I ask you to.
Exactly.
Unless it's, freakishly large, then all of a sudden, she'll...
I mean, I'll have to inspect it, but... kind of like Ron White with titties, only with dicks.
Hey, you want to see my titties? Tick.
Sure.
I don't necessarily want to mess with it. I just want to look at them.
Right.
I mean, I might want to mess with it. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but
I reserve the right.
yeah. I mean, saying. Nova strikes again.
Oh my lord!
Every time.
She wins a $5 bet if she makes anyone come in their pants. So just be
aware.
And actually, in the third hour, Nova will be showing her tits live on the radio. So make sure you tune in for that in the third hour there. So you mentioned Dead in the Sanctuary. We also got a couple other ones. Tell us a little bit about that.
So which one you want to know about, brother?
Well, we got Lord of Illusions and Old Man Gloom.
Okay. So Lord of Illusions is kind of, takes inspiration from the Book of Revelations, and basically talks about, it's the birth of the Antichrist, and kind of about that dark influence over our world, and it talks about like, the left-hand path is not what it seems. It's the thing about us Serpents is, we're definitely not a Christian band. We're not trying to spread any certain message, but I think overall we're just trying to make people aware that, evil is real. It's here. It's in this world. And, it's whether you want to acknowledge its existence or not, we're going to shove it in your face and make you acknowledge it. So would you say that's pretty fitting, Blake?
Now, how would you? What forces somebody? What about your music that would force somebody into being, awake or realize what you're thinking? What about it makes someone go, "Oh, wow"?
I think it's probably a combination of just researching that kind of information along with personal experience, and the thing about this record's not Agonistes isn't going to be detached. It's not. There's things on there that are very personal to me, and I have some stuff that it could be, if I would have had it recorded, nobody would question the existence of anything. You know what I mean? It's just
right.
Like it's weird. We're a weird band. So definitely, I know you probably picked up on that by now, but
a little bit. Nah, I'm just playing, man. So, and the other one, Old Man Gloom.
Old Man Gloom.
Tell us about that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's basically kind of, it follows a similar path of Lord of Illusions. I was, kind of studying the Book of Revelations throughout this process, but Old Man Gloom is definitely talking about kind of the rise of God, and it's there's one part that says turn your eyes to the Holy Land, and that's pretty much one of these days, in my belief, there's going to be a battle, and there's going to be blood up to the horses' necks, and there's going to be people that are going to die and suffer, and it's kind of talking about the graphic aspects of the Battle of Armageddon, really and truly. So
you get a lot of your inspiration from the Bible. Basically, I heard a lot of the Book of Revelation. Is that something you've been interested in your whole life?
Absolutely, man. I grew up, kind of in a family that went to church and stuff, and I don't go to church now. I kind of, made my own path, but to say it hasn't influenced my writing would be a lie, so it definitely has. Yeah. I think the thing about us, though, is no matter who meets us or who runs across us, we try to be good to people, on a personal level. We wear some of the makeup and stuff on stage, but, day to day, we just try to treat people well and not be douchebags, even though we kind of were earlier, I guess. Yeah.
One of the people I respect their views on life is like basically don't be a dick.
Right. Right.
That pretty much what it boils down to is just don't be a dick.
Oh, we're definitely some rednecks. If you get us fired up, man, and you're an asshole first, we're going to be an asshole back. But I think initially we always try to, be cool.
I like that meme that says, please don't be an asshole, because then I have to be an asshole, and trust me, I am
so
way better at being an asshole than you.
That is pretty accurate. Yep.
Yeah. Take that shit to a new level. Be like, Hatfield and who?
I'm from West Virginia.
Let's tone it back now.
Ooh,
all right, well, we're going to give a listen. We're going to welcome of Serpents to the Bearded Clam Show. We're going to play some Dead in the Sanctuary here on metalheadradio.com.
This
Hello, punk rockers. DJ Jade here, letting you know the Punk Rock Palace is on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tune in for the best punk on the net on MetalheadRadio.com.
All right, so we're here with the guys from Serpents, here local to the greater Nashville, Tennessee area. So, how long have you guys been together?
I think since with the end of May.
End of May, and you started gigging already. How did you guys get tight so fast?
It's pretty natural. I mean, we just kind of got in there, and I think Lord of Illusions was written in the time frame of what about an hour and 30 minutes or so. Like it just, I think we're so amped up and ready to kind of get things rolling that we had that energy and just let it flow, man.
That's awesome. So my next question is going to be you. See, normally because of Parador Sticks, I interview a lot of drummers. So I don't get to talk to guitar players that often. So tell us what, it's a pretty good guitar sound you got going on there. Tell us what, how you get that sound.
It's in my hands. And I'm fully endorsed by ESP, maybe one day. And that's about it. Some monster tables. God. Satan, God, everybody.
My solos have been deemed upon high.
Yeah, I mostly pray to Satan before I do solo. He gives it to me.
See, now I picture, that part in Pick of Destiny where he's coming out there. He's like, I'm the devil, I love metal.
Like,
yeah. Fuck yeah.
Fuck her right in the pussy.
We're talking about me. Back to me.
Wow, that got taken over real quick, and it was awesome. Sorry, dude.
Douchebags.
So how long you been playing? I mean, it sounds really good. So how long you been playing?
Like over 10 years.
That's good. Like since
Saturday.
My very first job outside the Army was working for this electrical crew, right? And we were working up in Clarksville, actually. And I'm originally from the Philadelphia area, so so we get out, and I'm working with my buddy Ray, and he's originally from the Pittsburgh area on the other side of PA, right? We're both Irish kids, it is what it is, yeah. So we're working with these Tennessee hardcore electrician working, we couldn't understand a fucking word they said.
Was it some of the 429 guys?
This is back in the late 90s. I don't remember. Rock and roll happened since then. So, but I remember these guys were up on the lift, and it was we were get their shit for them. So he's like, "Hey man, why don't you go on there and give me a stick of that Boo Fred?" I'm like, "What the fuck did you just say?" "Hey, well, you stupid, go get some fucking Boo Fred." I'm like, "What in the fuck?" So I'm like, "All right," I just walk away. I'm like, "Wow, who the fuck?"
Smile and nod. Yeah.
Who the fuck is Blue Fred? I don't know. So finally, he gets all fucking pissed off. He comes down off the lift, and he grabs the stick, and it's blue thread. Okay, it's a certain kind of conduit we were running.
Yeah.
So later on, we're talking to him, and he's just like this old hippie guy, right? And he's like, we start talking about shrooms, and he goes into this. He's like, "Oh man, shrooms. God damn, shrooms. Oh man, I ain't done shrooms since. Oh fuck, shrooms. Damn, I ain't done shrooms since Saturday." We're like, "What?" You're thinking he's gonna say like, 69. He's like, "Saturday."
You gotta love the build up on shit like that.
Yeah. Especially when you're talking about shrooms.
And he's doing the whole shaking, scratching the head, like, oh man, shrooms. Damn, I ain't done shrooms since Saturday. Fuck.
Oh man.
So you guys just played your first gig?
Yeah, it was our very first show.
How'd that go?
It was great, man. It was the Warehouse in Clarksville. We were there with Beyond Duplication, and
those guys opened for my last band, which ended up being our last gig ever.
Dude, I'm big fan of those guys, man.
They had won a competition. I think the Dime Bag, something like Ride for Dime, some kind of competition,
okay.
And they won. And Voodoo Prophet had asked us to play, and so we all decided to like each other for a while and play.
Gotcha.
And did that, but we didn't realize. I didn't realize that was going to be our last gig ever. But I remember those cats opening up. They were all right, man. They were,
yeah, man, they're pretty tight, and I don't know, something about, I'm a sucker for like a good, catchy, clean tone chorus. So they've got a few of those, man, and kind of reminded me of some Kill Switch or something. I definitely dug it. And then Lost in Silence from East Tennessee was on that gig as well. Like they're from right outside of Bristol, kind of like a alternative rock type stuff.
Woo, Bristol!
Yeah,
hell yeah!
I would say we were kind of probably the odd man out on that gig. If you had put the rest of the bands up together, it probably would have flowed. We kind of came in there like a monkey wrench,
like a turd in a punch bowl.
Exactly. Yeah, man. The crowd reaction was awesome. It's a no moshing venue, but people are still trying to kind of get down. Security kind of came. I was like, y'all can't do that, but I loved it. People were. The surprising thing to me was, the amount of people that knew some of the words. Like literally, first show out there, we get out there and I'm looking around, and there's people screaming the words to our song. That's a pretty cool feeling,
Wow, that's amazing, actually. So, tell people how they can get a hold of you. They can hear you and support your band. And
you can actually go to facebook.com/ofserpents. That's our direct Facebook page. You can message us on there. We're terrible about reading our messages, so we might not reply to you. No.
Well, you got to get somebody for that then.
Yeah, we actually do. We're in the talks with a management deal, and so hopefully we'll have somebody helping us out on that. We also, you can go to ofserpents.bandcamp.com. You can listen to Lord of Illusions on there, as well as Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, all that stuff. You can, it's, how much is it for download on there? 99 cents or something? You can get it for 99 cents, man. You could be, busting some fresh jams from Of Serpents for 99 cents.
That's a bargain.
That's a bargain.
That is a bargain for me.
$1.29 for that shit.
But
you guys have plans to film a video?
We do, actually. We're kind of in talks about that. We've got a location. We've got basically a storyboard. We're just kind of looking for a time when this place is available for us to go in there and do the damn thing. So,
well, kick ass. Keep us abreast of that and let us know when that's going to happen, and we'll see what we can do with it.
All right, man. That sounds great.
Drummers, K-Bar here to tell you about Parador Sticks. Everyone I know is making the switch to Parador Sticks. See what all the buzz is about? Check out Parador Sticks on Facebook. Order yours today and tell them K-Bar sent you.
It's the third hour.
Although I think we should get some like Darth Vader music.
Yeah, we do need
like
some
the
fucking
Imperial March.
Yes.
You know that panel on his chest is actually a giant MP3 player that plays the Imperial March wherever he goes. That's why whenever he enters a room, that's what you hear.
Excellent.
It's an MP3 player.
Excellent.
So
So, like we mentioned
Nerd
before,
facts.
we went to the barbecue, and
Yes.
it was incredibly hot.
Oh my God, it was unpleasant.
But it was kind of, I mean, it was a great time and all, but one of the
Oh,
things I
yeah.
thought was kind of fucked up was on the website, they said you could bring in coolers and stuff.
Yeah.
But when you got there, everybody had to, like, dump their shit because they were only letting one bottled water.
Yeah, one unopened bottle of water. There was people going back to their cars bitching about it.
Yeah,
because they were trying to take
and there
in
was
coolers.
like huge piles of stuff that people just dumped to go in there. But you know
Yeah.
what? There were some crazy people there too, dude.
Yeah.
Like, as hot as it was, there were people running around in like costume.
Oh, full costume,
Oh,
makeup,
yeah.
and everything.
Oh.
Although there
What
was
festival are you guys
that
talking about?
what barbecue in Richmond last weekend.
Sound like Bonnaroo.
No, we went out of state for this one. But
We were actually there to cover
Mobile Death Camp.
Mobile Death Camp.
Yes, and
They were incredible.
yes,
I told you Todd Evans was a big dude.
he's pretty big dude, but I'm
I
not.
said, how big are you? He's like, I'm Thrash Squatch size.
Nice. No, what was I saying? There was a lady that found a good way to beat the heat, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I was very impressed with her costume.
Right.
Cowboy boots. And the thing is, she was a uniform shade of brown. Even her boots were the same shade of brown as her skin. I thought that was really
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
But Daisy Duke shorts and a rebel flag bikini top. Now, the thing about the shorts that just really cracked me up, they were buttoned but not zipped. Now, I've seen it the other way around, you know, the little...
Zipped but not buttoned.
Yeah, zipped but not buttoned. The little hoe bags do that shit. But
Hoe bag.
not the other way around, so I was kind of curious about that.
Define hoe bag.
It's a bag when you get the garden tools.
Yeah.
You get them from, like, Lowe's.
I mean, technically, I'm kind of a hoe bag if you get down to brass tacks, but...
I wonder, have you ever like sat down and wanted like actually define hoe bag? Like really think about it.
I look in the mirror and define it
You know,
every night.
it's...
I'm like, I'm such a whore. I can't stand
It's
what I
kinda
do
hard
to
when you
myself.
The ones that have no care, you know? I dress for myself. I'm sure you dress for yourself, you know?
Yeah, my
But
style.
then there are people that dress similar to us, but in a more slutty fashion. They're not dressing for themselves. They're dressing for somebody else. They're
For
trying to
cack.
get attention.
Right.
They're tooling for anus.
So, yeah, you know.
That was good.
I think every bitch is a hoe bag.
I mean, to be fair,
To be honest.
I'm
Well, it got quiet in here real quick.
I mean,
I
I'm
might
kind of
disagree
a
with
slut.
that.
I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
I'm
This
fucking
took an
3
awkward
days
turn.
on the
I,
same job, so you know.
I had to say, I saw something the other day that kind of it puts into perspective. Women get pissed off when guys don't get called sluts. You know, they call
I
girls
love being
sluts,
called slut.
but when it's like, okay, that guy's a man whore. Why is he not called a slut? It's easy to be a slut.
Yeah.
Super easy. You know, for guys, they had to work at it. They had to be
Right?
charming. They had
Yeah.
to have
You
all
know,
the lines. They had to treat
Women
you right.
have a vagina.
They just did
You know, it really doesn't matter. A lot of chicks try too hard.
I want to explode in your cock sleeve.
You have a vagina. You win, okay? For example, you know, my husband and I are polyamorous. We have external relationships, but
I want to thumb spike your tuna hole.
it is far easier for me to get a date than it is for him.
Absolutely.
And it's almost impossible if he tells them that I know. They're cool if I don't know, but if I know,
What?
oh fuck no. Nope.
Basically, if you're a man whore, you deserve a trophy. Because
See-
it's super hard. Well, actually, there's so many sluts, it's not really that hard anymore to be a man whore.
Yeah, I mean, you got the Kardashians proving
I want to
that
stab your stink
spread
ring.
your legs and fly, you know.
I want to stab
I
your
didn't even know who
stink
the
ring.
Kardashians were. My sisters were like, we're like the Kardashian sisters. There's 3 of us. I'm like, who the fuck are the Kardashians?
Right. See, I only know because I think that show comes on
want to fill
a channel that my husband watches a show on. I think it's like I don't know. Whatever channel it comes on, there's a show that he watches. So I've seen the previews during his, commercial breaks on his show. That's the only reason I know who they are.
Blake loves them. You love the Kardashians?
And internet.
Well,
is he a Miley Cyrus fan?
No.
I do love Miley.
I think she's I love Billy Ray Cyrus. He's actually my first concert.
Nice.
I grew up like an hour from him.
Really?
He's from Flatwoods, Kentucky.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
That explains his daughter.
I grew up like 20 years away from.
Yeah, I like the Kardashians. I like Kim.
Huh.
She married to Kanye. He's a bitch. I can out-rap him any day.
I'll do it.
Dr. Crunk.
Oh, Dr. Crunk's on the mic.
Dr. Crunk.
By the way, you do have a rapper here. His name is Dr. Crunk.
Give us some Dr.
Lady
Crunk.
J. Killa's here, too.
Let's hear it.
Here we go.
We need a beat.
Yeah.
Do we have anything like that?
You should have called ahead.
You should have called ahead on that one. I don't think we have prep for this.
No, I'm not going to rap.
You got a freestyle, dude.
Freestyle?
Yo, just.
Shit. Well.
What?
No, I don't know what to rap
Who is
about.
it?
I was at
It's
the
the
store
plumber.
and I ran into my daddy. He
didn't
picked
call
me up in his
plumber.
caddy and he fucked me in my ass. I said, "Daddy, what's going on?" He said, "I ain't your daddy, bitch." Now get in my ride. I said, "Aw, shit." And then I looked around. I noticed I was dreaming.
All right.
I have no words for this. This is one of the most amazing things I've ever heard in my entire life.
He's got more. How much
Really?
airtime do we have? Let's put him back on the mic.
We have 40 minutes.
Part two.
Dude, I don't want to be like. Hey, there's people listening to me. Aren't there?
I know of
There
one
could be.
personally.
Serpents,
Okay. Whiskey real good. I don't know what to rap about. Yeah, I was. Hold on.
This is internet radio. You can say whatever
You
the
can
fuck
say
you
this.
want.
This is the Bearded Clam Show. You can say
wait,
whatever you
racist?
want.
Wait, racist? We don't really do racist.
Actually, no. It was going to be a
Unless it's
pedophile
against
rap.
Italian.
Pedophile rap.
Yeah, okay. See, that might be a little worse. So
Let it flow, brother. Just go.
no, I don't need to be locked up. I was
Kentucky,
No.
you say.
I was nervous. I'm not doing that. That's kind of fucked up. So I'm gonna go back to other shit.
The pedophile rap? Yeah.
Yeah. Damn it. Do I got any viewers in Japan?
Radio doesn't have many viewers.
Oh shit, you're right. Do I got any
Is
listeners?
it time
in
to
Japan?
show my tits
Probably.
now?
Yes, Nova is here to show her tits live on the radio.
No, I don't like boobs.
Yeah, who
Hello.
you want to give shouts out?
Come on, speed up.
Hello, world. Yeah,
Take a
someone
call.
call me. My number is 615. I ain't
Hey,
giving you the rest.
Bobby. If you want to call in, now is the time to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, Bob? What kind of question
Bobby.
you got for us, Bobby?
It's a friend of mine out in Watertown.
Watertown. Shout out to Watertown, Tennessee.
Watertown. That's near hold on, Columbia.
No. No, it's right down the road.
Well, they're in the same state.
They're in the same state. I mean,
that's close.
Kinda.
My friend used
Bristol's real close to Memphis.
Lewisburg is the one that's next to Columbia.
No, I had a friend who lived in Columbia and worked in Watertown.
That's a long ass drive.
That's
hope he
why.
made
Well,
money.
shut up! You don't know my friend. No, just kidding. Damn, this is. Good. I want some Asians to call.
Some Asians?
Yeah,
That's pretty.
maybe they can fix my Honda.
Put it in a bowl of rice.
It's actually my Honda. That's a good idea.
With the ball tires.
Oh, shit. Who's...
So, are
We
you
have
gonna leave?
we have a we're going to be debuting a new character or a friend to the show next week. Black Mike will be calling in.
Black Mike.
He's not
Black
Asian, but
no black.
he'll do it a
apparently,
pinch, but he's black.
Black
so.
Mike, he is infamous. He has made quite a name for himself, like banging your wife while you're at work. So he's going to be calling in and tell us a little bit about his adventures. I met him recently at a bar.
You know, there's a name for that kind of thing on FetLife. Just FYI.
Is it? Has a fetish, be like jerking up, be like, oh, Black Mike's fucking my bitch. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Black Mike.
That's actually a thing.
And be like, oh, I get home, it's all stretched out. Be like, Black Mike was here. I didn't hit too close to home, did I? That didn't like happen.
No.
To anybody? Okay.
No.
You're like,
Is that a trigger?
Somebody
for
breaks
you?
down, be like,
My
I know
girl went
Black
to like
Mike.
Olive Garden with her parents tonight. Like we're good.
So they're definitely not listening.
Yeah.
So you haven't had any experiences with Black Cock, have you?
No.
No?
Not since Saturday.
What's your experience?
Saturday.
It's
So
when
this
I was
one
putting in this.
time-
I was putting in this bathtub, and we didn't have enough white cock, so I got black cock. It was a lot bigger. It came in
Yeah.
a bigger tube.
Bigger
So,
tube, a
you
little
know,
bit more thickness to
a little
it.
bit more payload.
Yeah, kind
you know.
of, you kind of get a little bit more bang for your buck with it. Kind of goes a little further, you know.
For some reason, every time I use it, it's like when 70s music started playing.
I
I
put
don't
some
know.
cock. I put some cock on this window, man. Hey, literally, I swear to God. Okay, so here's a funny story. I have a boss from New York. His name's Tony. I'm not going to say what.
Hey,
company.
Tony, ah.
His name's Tony. He's totally Italian.
Tony
you know?
Z.
And Tony yells at motherfuckers when they come into, whatever. He's hanging out, and he was telling us these stories, man. And I swear to God, I want to start a YouTube channel with this guy. I think he would take over. Like people, he would go viral. New York Tony. That's what I want to call it.
New York Tony.
I mean, it's the best thing ever. He's got stories for days. I should have brought him to the fucking radio station, dude.
Yeah, we'll get him here.
Yeah. Next time.
I swear,
Next time, bring him.
I will bring New York Tony, man. He's incredible.
We'll
dude.
introduce New York Tony to Black Mike.
You motherfuckers. That's all you're going to hear the whole time. You motherfuckers.
He's like, yo, your wife don't live at you motherfucker.
And then it's either you motherfuckers or it's that fucking cunt. I can't fucking, it's one of the
Does he
two.
sound like Joe Pesci?
Absolutely, dude. But just, I don't know. He's incredible, man. Good dude. I love you, Tony.
God.
New York Tony,
Who's Joe?
You
Pesci?
can't get good pizza down here. You know what I mean?
Who's Joe?
Goodfellas. Joe Pesci. My famous New Jersey actor.
Well,
he was in
the only good thing that came from New Jersey was Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Also, the
Yep.
Four Seasons, Frankie Valley. Actually, Joe Pesci was one of the reasons why they even formed. If anyone's into old music like that, I know this is a metal talk show. It is. Oh, it's fucking pretty
Dude,
metal.
I got him to talk about Ninja Sex Party, so you're kind of good. Ninja Sex Party.
Up for 10 seconds.
What the fuck is the Ninja Sex Party?
Ninja Sex Party
It
is a
happened
YouTube
so fast
band.
you didn't even know what happened.
Right, that's
You're
what I'm thinking.
Did I just get fucked?
Ninja Sex Party is a YouTube band.
Either that or it's one. He nuts,
They do
nuts
great
and pulls
songs
out,
like No Reason.
disappears.
They do. Shut up for a second. They do great songs like No Reason Boner, FYI, I Want to F Your A.
You know what? I think I've seen them
A what?
live.
A what?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
My fiance was telling me about it. It's like
You should talk into a microphone.
Yeah, if you're going to talk into the microphone.
There's one right there, bro.
Yeah.
Get that one.
Swing it around. It's a song about No Reason Boner. But they also did an album of covers. We
Some are
played
good,
a few.
some are bad.
Some are good, some are bad.
You know what I've found out lately?
He actually did a really good version of Take On Me.
Oh, can we hear that?
I'm like,
I don't know if he's got it, but I'll show it to you in a bit.
You know what I found
Also,
out here recently? That saying you're going to choke a bitch doesn't scare them if they're over 30.
No,
Nah.
actually, even under 30.
What about
That's
Wayne
a
Brady?
fetish.
Scary.
What about Wayne Brady?
Wayne Brady's going to have to choke a bitch.
Yeah, would that scare him?
Yeah, when Chappelle got canceled.
Probably
not.
not,
Really,
no.
Not anymore.
Oh, shit.
Wayne Brady.
Them women
yeah.
over 30 like that
swear,
choke stroke.
musically, everything-
Hey, so do the
I'm
women
still living
under-
in, like,
You know
the
what? I
90s
wrote a
album,
country
Keep that in
song
mind.
called "She Likes to Choke" on the downstroke.
I mean, that's not the same thing, though. I'm just going to tell you.
All right, we're going to play a little music and we'll come back and talk the third hour.
Yeah.
Metalhead Radio. Bearded Clam Show. Serpents. Bitches.
This is DJ Nova telling you to tune in to the Bearded Clam Show Friday nights at 8 on MetalheadRadio.com. Come jam out with your clam out.